Roy Orbison was once described as more a presence than a person, and I learned why on this night a few decades back. I was barely out of my teens, a suburban kid raised on a steady diet of Aussie rock, Bob Dylan, Lou Reed, and my brother's British Invasion LPs. And yet here I was, in a 1,000-seat auditorium in a casino in the western suburbs of Sydney, awaiting the appearance of an enigma from the 1960s. It was the opening show of a three-night stand for the man known as the Big O, shows that I later learned came with a hefty payday. Roy earned $12,500 merely for taking the stage. I was a newbie, an Orbison first-timer, having just handed over my $16 at the door. Like much of my generation, I knew Roy Orbison more through his many greatest hits collections, cassettes and 8-tracks that seemed to be in every car and every Aussie driveway, than from any of his many previous tours of Australia that stretched way back to the early 1960s. And again, like a lot of my peers, my entree to Roy Orbison had been through the irrepressibly chirpy Penny Arcade, a monster Australian chart hit in late 1969, and one of the first singles I ever owned, rather than the epic sweeping ballads I came to discover he'd crafted while with Monument Records. I'd learned Roy Orbison backwards, at least historically speaking. While I knew enough of the music, it was the man who remained a mystery to me. This American of an indefinable age, who seemed to have been born wearing shades and clad in black from head to toe, was an elusive character. You didn't see Roy Orbison videos on the popular TV music show Countdown, while in photos he seemed to be avoiding the camera's glare, like rock and roll's very own Greta Garbo. And Roy hadn't bothered the charts since Penny Arcade. Who was this guy? So I wasn't sure what to expect when the house lights went down and Roy's band took their places on stage. Then Roy stepped out into the spotlight. "You can't miss him, can you?" one fan said out loud as he began to sing. She wasn't kidding. What ensued left an impression on me that was more permanent than a tattoo. I'd seen other peers of Roy's play this room, including Del Shannon and Ricky Nelson, and they gave off the strong whiff of nostalgia, acts lost in time, past their prime. When Jerry Lee Lewis played here, he got into a fist fight with a member of the audience. And sure, Roy was a pro, a lifer who'd been doing this for 30 years, but his connection to the music seemed as profound as ever. Roy wasn't simply going through the emotions tonight. He was living these songs.